Today I'm reviewing the Smoked Mountain Sandwich from Arby's. In this box we're going to find brisket, pork belly, turkey, smoked cheddar, crispy onions, and barbecue sauce. That's a lot of stuff in one little box. Comes wrapped deli style. Onion crumbles, pork belly, brisket, turkey, barbecue sauce, cheddar. Hello friends, and you are our friends. I'm Greg, he's Q, together we're Mr. Happy 0121. Today, it's going to be a little bit different. He's going to sit and watch me eat. He's playing hurt, folks. He's ill. He doesn't have it in him to climb the Smoke Mountain today. What's wrong with you, man? What's the diagnosis?
Bronchitis and an ear infection and,
Bronchitis and an ear infection, and yet you are still willing to sit here and watch me eat this giant sandwich. So, doing food reviews beside a person is already sometimes a little awkward. Today it will be extra special awkward because I'm just going to sit here and eat while he looks at me. It'll be awesome. You ready for this? Here we go.
Yeah.
Shit's dropping off of it. Bite one. Gonna get a bite with what looks to be roast beef, turkey, cheddar, and the crumbles of onion. I don't have any pork belly in this bite. Bite one. I'm gonna describe to you what you're missing. In this first bite, I could actually tell the difference between the smoked cheese, smoked turkey, and the smoked brisket. It was 3 different flavors in that one bite, which is pretty surprising. A lot of times with this type of thing, it just all tastes like one thing. This was 3 very distinct flavors. I can't wait. I can't wait to get some of that pork belly that everybody's been reviewing. Let's try this. Here we go. Bite with the pork belly in it. Bite 2. Bite 2. The pork belly overwhelmed everything a little bit, but it was still very distinct flavors, and I got some of the barbecue sauce on this one. Gonna go third and final bite. Got a little bit of everything in this mix. Here we go.
So how was it?
Well, there is one thing you got to do anytime you eat at Arby's, whether you want to or not. You got to pour Arby's sauce on whatever you're eating. So I'm sorry, we're going for the unprecedented 4th bite. Just one little bit of Arby's sauce, just to see if Arby's sauce makes it better. Right there on the corner. Because in my experience, Arby's sauce makes everything better. But in this case, it did make it better, but it didn't hurt it because, come on, man, it's Arby's sauce. The Arby's sauce kind of killed some of the flavor. There's so much flavor going on in this thing, I would leave it alone. The score I'm going to give this is going to shock you. It's shocking me. I give this a 97.
Wow.
I'm more surprised than you, I think. I could taste every individual thing in this sandwich, which never happens. I could taste the cheese. I could taste the onions. The 3rd bite, I got into the onions in the middle, and it made the sandwich taste completely different. This was like a Rubik's Cube of flavor.
Do you think the price is fair? Because it's like $8, right?
It is $8, but you and I have eaten some really, really bad $5 and $6 hamburgers. When Hardee's misfires, they have some expensive hamburgers in the $6, $7 range that you and I have not been able to finish because they're awful. The amount of meat you get with this, the amount of food, $8 seems fair. You can still get the meal there for this for less than 10, however they work that out. So it was like $9.89 where I'm at for the meal. I would rather spend the $10 on this and have something this outstanding. Plus, man, this is 800 calories, so this better be 2 meals. And that's 800 calories without fries and a drink. So in this one case, I'm going to say that the price was not too much. 97. There, I said it. There's a bunch of people out there going, now, if you would have just tried the pork belly, maybe you would have liked it. But we're not trying the pork belly. We're not going to do it. Got it on here. One of the highest recommendations I've had for anything in a while. Probably my highest recommendation from Arby's ever. Some guy. There'll be the guy. Excuse me, sir. January of 2014.
That guy.
But other than that guy, this is the best sandwich from there I can remember in a long time. So now tell me more about your illness.
Well, it's bad. It really is.
I know that you had to miss a couple days of school, and that's really broken you up.
It really has.
Yeah, I can tell. How many times have you had bronchitis?
More than I can count, probably.
Seems like once, twice a year for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Doctor have any input on why that is or how that is or?
You know, it's funny. And we went in there, and he gave me my diagnosis, and he just started talking and breaking down, like giving me like life lessons and talking about how anger is negative and how you should think before you act and all that. It was unsolicited advice, but it was very interesting.
How old was this guy?
He's probably in his 50s, late 50s, early 60s.
That's why whenever you go to the doctor and they put you in that little room,
you wait
for like 4 hours and you wonder what in the hell is taking the doctor so long. He's in another room giving life lessons. Maybe he felt looking at you. Maybe he thought this guy needs a life lesson. Can you recall? I don't mean to put you on the spot. Can you recall a life lesson from the doctor today?
Yes, I can, actually.
Give it to us.
The main idea was you should just avoid anger and fighting over petty things because it's a waste of emotional effort and time. And life's so short, you shouldn't hold grudges and stuff like that. And I also learned, he told me, the author of The Crucible, the playwright guy, he was married to Marilyn Monroe.
Arthur Miller, yeah. How did that come up in random conversation?
No, I had The Crucible with me because I'm reading it for English.
Okay.
And so he looked at it and he told me, and
I was like, this guy really went deep, man, if he's pulling The Crucible out. Okay. Hey, sound advice from the doctor. It's advice I give people every day. That's why sometimes I rant. I feel sometimes if you can just get something out, even if you say it in a room by yourself, say whatever you need to say, get it out, let it go, and forget about it.
Yeah.
And you're done. You'll feel better. I always feel better after
cathartic.
a good rant. Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks, doctor. Thanks for the good advice. It's probably a good thing that doctor isn't hip to you like eating all this crap, because his life lessons would probably be stop eating garbage.
Probably.
Facebook. Now still maybe around 600 likes. We'll get it figured out and we'll give you a number next week.
Adam Gilbert.
What's up, Adam Gilbert? You ever known anybody named Adam? This is a game we love to play on there.
No.
I've known a dude named Gilbert, but that was his first name. People called him Gib.
That's cool.
You did know a guy named Adam. He used to come over here and watch Super Bowls with us. He had been in an accident, and so when you talked to him, he had to move his whole body because he couldn't move his neck. That was maybe the worst disability ever, because you couldn't like act like you were paying attention to people.
Oh, yeah.
You had to move your entire body when they were talking to you. So since you took that effort, like a lot of times people talk to me and I'll look at them and be going like this, just...
Me too, all the time.
Yeah, if I had to move my entire body, that would so suck. So yeah, we knew a guy named Adam, but we didn't know Adam Gilbert. Next, Micah Adams. You ever known anyone named Micah?
Yeah, I know someone named Micah.
Me too. And that's, it's weird the names you know, and I kind of know the Micah but I've known several Micahs. It's not a really common name, but I've known several. I think it's the part of the country we live in.
It's a name from the Bible, isn't it? There's lots of names
I
from
think
the
most
Bibles.
names
Yeah.
are. I'm sure you know the guy. Excuse me. Yeah, we know. Most names aren't from the Bible, but it seems like a lot of them are. Micah, it's from the Bible, but it feels like a couple of these guys that I've known have come from like, not Mennonites, Quaker type background, but I highly doubt that Quakers and Mennonites are watching us right now. I'm sure Micah's probably kicked back enjoying a nice Coors Light as he watches this video. But maybe he got it from a black refrigerator, so maybe he keeps some of his roots intact.
What? What's that? A black refrigerator? Please explain.
Mennonites, where I used to live as a kid, when I would go into Walmart, and it was always kind of disturbing, you would see all these dudes dressed like the 1800s staring at TVs. They would come in because they didn't have TVs.
Yeah.
And their wives had like bonnets. Now, they got some kind of exemption in their religion. They didn't have horse-drawn buggies like they do in like Pennsylvania, but everything that they owned, like their cars, all had to be black. Swear to God.
That's weird.
So you would have these guys with these big beards and these big hats and the suspenders all standing around just staring at TVs like it was the end of the world. TV could be showing anything, and this wasn't like HD TVs, because I'm old. This is like 100 years ago. This was like a fuzzy-ass TV showing the Smurfs. These guys would just all stand there and look at it like it was the second coming. I've never understood, like, if they were that fascinated by it, how they weren't tempted to go buy a TV.
Don't they, like, if you're Amish, now I don't know if there's a difference between Amish and Mennonites, but don't they get, like, a chance to kind of break off and go live, like, a normal life?
Yeah. Something like that. I've seen enough movies. I saw that movie with Seth Green, and the dude dresses like a sex drive. Yeah. That's how I learned about that. I think Mennonites are an offshoot. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's what we have here.
Do we have any Mennonite fans secretly watching us?
If they're walking by someone that has a cell phone in their hand, would be the only way a Mennonite would ever see us. But if you are or ever were a Mennonite, let us know in the comments below. I would be interested. That would be damn interesting.
It would be.
All right. I don't know. We kind of went old school with this. We talked about a bunch of stuff, and I ate a lot of meat. Stuck a lot of meat in my face. I think we're good. Till next time, hopefully something worth having will come out in the fast food market. Again, this was kind of twisting my arm. I wasn't that excited about this, but I'm very glad I tried it now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media platforms, Mr. Happy0121. Before we go, there's a couple guys out there imitating us. They do a pretty good job of looking like us.
Are they Mennonites?
They may be, especially that tall, fat guy. They go by Mr. Dark0121. Check them out. Let them know that they in no way are as good as we are. Just, go over, check out their channel. They need the subscriptions. They need the help. Help them out. Until next time.
Stay vigilant.